Crafters. Today I want to share with you the new designs that I designed for KSCraft Lovers store. I'm sorry for the glare on my desk, but it's very dark outside and I needed to put on an extra light because else the half of the screen would be dark. So forgive me, I tried to make a cover for it so it won't glare as much, but this is the best I can do and I hope you understand why I did it like this. The first set that I made a small and a big one, and these are Christmas tree ornaments. I know it doesn't look like much, but I will do a separate video where I make some samples. But if you die cut these 3 times and stick them together, you have like a Christmas ornament. And what I'm going to do personally, when you have the Christmas lights, I'm going to hang them over the Christmas light, so when the light that is beaming up will go through those stars, and then you get all stars at the ceiling or wherever it's going, where the light is going. Oh, sometimes it's so difficult to say it in English, but I try to make clear. But I will do a separate video for these 2 dies, and then you can see how I meant them to be stuck together and put together and so on. And then I designed this set of mittens for the KSCraft Lovers store, and what I did, I made a left and a right-sided one, as you all are used from me that I do, and I put in these 3 sizes of mitten tops, and you can use them separately, so just plain, but if you die cut them and you put them over this plate and die cut them again, then there will be texture inside of the mitten. And I made a left and a right side one, and of course I put in some decorations that you can put over the mittens, so you can dress them up however you like. And I think it's a good set because then you have a left and a right side one. And what I was annoyed by as a crafter was that if I could buy dies, there weren't a left and a right side one. Then I designed these bowls. I made 2 different types of bowls. This is just a normal bowl, but you can decorate the edges by using one of these plates to make hearts or stars or butterflies inside them. And I put in a butterfly with a butterfly border, a heart and a star that you can place on the middle of your bowl. And this is a nesting set, so even little tiny tags can have a bow. And I'm almost afraid I say bow instead of bowl. But I think you get the picture what you can do with these dies. And the second bowl, and I don't know if you noticed, but KSCraft is in a cooking kind of theme this month. And I thought it would be nice to have a different kind of bowl. And I didn't make the stars that you can cut them out, but that they only do emboss. So you can die cut them, and when you just die cut them, you won't have the stars. But if you emboss after die cutting, you will have the stars raised up from your paper. And the fun side is you can use these to make some kind of a pocket, because I put in the outside edge as well, so you can make them in some kind of pocket die. So this is the bigger one and this is the smaller one, and also the smaller one can be used as a pocket. I will use my nail file, then you can see that it's a pocket and you can put something inside. And what could you put inside? Of course there are a lot of different options, but I made a rolling pin with decorated front sides. I made measuring spoons, if I pronounce that correctly, that you can make plain, but you can also make them into teeny tiny shakers. I hope the camera picks that up. And I made some measuring cups in 3 sizes, and I always like to do a very tiny one because me as a card maker, I personally love very tiny dies, but I know there is a big group of you crafters that like the bigger dies. And I also designed smaller cups. There are cups on AliExpress, but those are almost all so big, and I want to have cups that you can put on tags. And what I did, I already was in mind with a little bit of Valentine, because I have to design up front, of course. So that is why I did a heart spoon, and inside the heart is a little tiny heart. I love those tiny details, but these are small shaker coffee cups or teacups, however you want to use them, of course. And then I designed a mixer. The seller asked me to design a mixer, and this is the one that I designed. And you can make it into a shaker. What I did is I designed a small one that can go on memory decks cards and on tags, and I did a bigger one for people who like to make scrapbook pages or mini albums or that kind of stuff, or just on a card. And then it is however you want to use it, of course, but I made a bigger and a smaller one, and both you can make exactly like what I did into a shaker. So this is how it will look when you put it together. And then I designed, and I think you all saw them already, I designed a small and a bigger set of gingerbread dolls. And what I put in is a lot. And I will take this out of the package so you can see what I designed for the dolls. Because I designed some shorts and a dress, but also some flowers, so you can put flowers on her head. I can't say hair because I didn't design hair. And this tiny piece that you see here is to go on top of the shorts, and I will show it in a second. But I also designed a tie, a necktie, and a hat, but also a chef's hat. And I designed, and I don't know what the name for this is, but it's a collar for on the dress. Do I say that correctly? And these 3 dots you can put on the belly if you want to just use it as a plain gingerbread cookie. But maybe this is better if you see it in... I die cutted the bigger ones. So this is the set in the bigger ones. I have a mom and a dad here. And you see I used the bow on top of his head. And here you see that little strange die cut what I was talking about. This part. It's to make a belt and 2 pockets and the 2 buttons on his suspenders. I'm learning totally new words for me, so forgive me if I say stupid things. But the fun part is that you can put these inside of the bowl, for instance, and then add a recipe or something like that, and they even fit inside the smaller bowl. See, there I'm going. See, they even fit inside of here. Not very much, that you can't push them down very much, but they will fit. It's still early in the morning, and I need to step up my game, what my English speaking is. And then, last but not least, I designed 2 new stamp sets, and this stamp set is to go with the cups. But what I wanted to have you guys to have was those cups that you can make a background onto your card. And I will put these away so you don't have the glare as much. maybe it's better when I take it out of the packaging. I know, I'm sorry for the glare, but I couldn't film otherwise, but maybe this is much better. And when I take a little piece of white paper, see, that makes it a whole lot better to look at. And I put in a few phrases that totally are coffee, how do you say that, related. oh. But if you take the cups, and I need to, here, I put them together. These will all fit inside the cups. So you can stamp them on the background, on the foreground. And I put in a stamp that looks like the spoon that I did inside. And these you can use as a backdrop on your card base. I thought that would be nice. Even I put in some coffee beans. And yeah, I think it turned out to be a fun set. I will also take this one out of its packaging so you can see the phrases much better. And I designed a new stamp set that is totally Christmas sentiments, and it's Christmas in the heart that it's Christmas in the heart that puts Christmas in the air. Sending Christmas hugs and so on. There are a lot of phrases and you can check them out. I will put down all the links in the description box below. I hope you liked all the new dies that I designed for KSCraft Lovers store. I even tried to do an effort to put some together so you have a better look on how they will look when they are finished. I hope you like them, and please leave me a comment and let me know what you think, because I always enjoy really a lot reading all your guys' comments. Have a nice day, thank you for watching, and see you soon in the next video. Bye bye.